Hello again, I'm Tyler Smith of Battleship Pretension, and this is another episode, minisode, whatever you want to call it, entry of Tyler's movie collection. As I've mentioned the last couple of days, we are going through various films that were nominated for or won Academy Awards. So today I'm going to talk about the 1973 film The Paper Chase, directed by James Bridges. It was nominated for Best Sound and Adapted Screenplay, and it won Best Supporting Actor for John Houseman. It actually went on to spawn a very successful TV show, and anybody that remembers The Paper Chase probably remembers the show first before the actual film, especially because John Houseman, in his Oscar-winning performance, he was both in the TV show and in the film. So the film isn't perfect, I should say that. It kind of falls apart as it goes on, but it is about a number of young law students, one in particular played by Timothy Bottoms, he's brilliant, but he's a little bit lazy, but disguises this as being a free spirit, and he butts heads with a character named Professor Kingsfield, played by John Houseman, and the student, as tends to happen with students and teachers, teachers see thousands of students over the course of their lives, whereas students probably have dozens of teachers and even fewer that they actually remember. And so for the character Hart, it's very personal, his frustration with Kingsfield, and with Kingsfield it is not. Hart is just one more student, one who probably has a great deal of potential, but the minute he leaves his class, Kingsfield does not really care that much about him or really remember him at all. And so but the film is much more than just that relationship. I think that's what's at the core of it. But Hart is involved in a study group with various different types of students. Some of them very arrogant, some of them very humble, some of them remarkably talented. And there are some stories within the film that are very tragic, some that are funny, some that are probably a little bit melodramatic and overdone. And as I said, as the film goes on, it kind of loses focus a little bit, but in that way that it mimics the character, who also loses focus, and it also is very 1973, which is very anti-establishment, and maybe that mentality bled into the actual structure of the film. But I really enjoy it. I feel like it is a film that I think understands a certain mindset, and one that is very specific to a certain age. So I think I saw it when I was in high school, or maybe even my first year of college, and it really resonated with me. Even though these are students in the 1970s, I think there are certain universal ideas of being a college student and being on your way to adulthood, but you're not there anymore. I think there are certain themes that are universal, and The Paper Chase, I think, really captures that. So if you enjoy that kind of film, it seems almost like a coming of age film, but not the one that we're used to. We tend to think of coming of age as 12, 13, 14, that sort of thing. No, this is a different step forward in the life of the main character. So like I said, it's not a perfect film, but it is, in my opinion, very much worth watching. And so it is available streaming now. Seek it out and enjoy.